Hello, forever friends and family. I would like to welcome everybody to our Monday webinar. Today is June 30th, 2025, last day of June. 6 months we're going to finish. My name is Alex Trunitsky, and I'm the organizer of this webinar. We're continuing to read, to study, and hopefully to implement skills and knowledge from outstanding book written by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But before we do that, we're going to listen now. Coach and famous trainer, multi-level marketing business, Eric Worre. And Zoya will translate this part of the webinar from English to Russian. Let's do it.
Earlier in this series, we went through how to overcome objections, which was 4 steps. Listen until you really understand, right? Relate to the other person. Tell stories, yours or others, to build a bridge, and then ask the question, if I can help you with whatever this challenge is, would you be willing to take the next step, right? Went through that 4 steps. Today is just another more conversational way to be able to relate to another person. And I learned it, in my first couple years. It's been around for a long time inside of our business. It's just 3 words: feel, felt, found. Maybe you're hearing this for the first time. Maybe it's a reminder. But great leaders generally, they don't use an exact script, but they say, I know how you feel. I know how you feel, relating to the person. I felt the same way, relating to the person. Let me tell you what I found.
Добрый вечер. Ранее в наших встречах мы проходили, как преодолевать возражения. Это было 4 шага. Сначала слушать, пока по-настоящему не поймешь. Затем устанавливаешь связь с человеком, рассказываешь истории, свои или чужие, чтобы построить мост в общении, а потом задать вопрос. Могу ли я помочь тебе с этой проблемой? Ты будешь готов сделать следующий шаг? Это были 4 шага, помнишь? А сегодня мы разберем более разговорный способ установить связь с другим человеком. Я узнала о нем в первые пару лет работы. Этот метод уже давно используется в нашем бизнесе. Он состоит всего из 3 слов: чувствую, чувствовал, нашел. Feel, felt, found. Возможно, ты слышишь об этом впервые, а может, это просто напоминание. Но настоящие лидеры, как правило, они не следуют точному сценарию. Они говорят: я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь, и тогда устанавливается контакт с человеком. Я чувствовал то же самое, снова связь устанавливается. Позволь рассказать мне, что я нашел.
It's a person says, I don't have the money. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Let me tell you what I found. They don't have time. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Let me tell you what I found. Yeah, I'm not a salesperson. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I'm not a salesperson either. But let me tell you what I found. I don't like network marketing. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Let me tell you what I found. So the only thing that what I've done with the four parts that we talked about before is make sure you really listen and understand what it is that they're talking about. And then it's feel, felt, found. And then it's if I would you. Take to the next step.
Я сейчас приведу примеры. Например, человек говорит вам: у меня нет денег, чтобы заниматься этим бизнесом. А я ему говорю: я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь. Я чувствовал то же самое. Позволь мне рассказать, что я обнаружил, что я нашел. Или вам говорят: у меня нет времени. А я ему говорю, я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь. Я чувствовал то же самое. Позволь мне рассказать, что я. Или вам говорят, я не продавец, я не умею продавать. А я ему говорю, я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь. Я чувствовал то же самое. Я тоже не продавец. Но позволь рассказать мне, что я обнаружил. Или вам говорят, мне не нравится сетевой маркетинг. А я ему говорю, я знаю, как ты себя чувствовал. Я чувствовал то же самое. Но что я нашел? Единственное, что я добавил к 3-4 шагам, о которых мы говорили ранее, что убедись, что действительно ты слушаешь человека и понимаешь, о чем он говорит. А затем ты делаешь вот это: чувствую, чувствовал и нашел. А затем, если я, то ты бы, нужно сделать следующий шаг, верно?
Right? So listen, feel, felt, found. If I would you. Simple processes work. Exact scripts don't. The concepts work. Exact scripts don't. Now, I just want to encourage you to do one thing that most network marketers don't do. Practice. Practice. Get together with even one person, and one of you has an objection, and give it to the other person, and then practice how you're going to respond to that objection. And then flip it around. The next person, then you get to give the objection, and the other person practices. And just keep coming up with different objections back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You can do this one-on-one with a friend in your business. You can do this with a small group. You can do this circle up people if you have people physically at an event. But would it be worth, here's what I realized when it came to objections. I'd rather spend 10 hours of practice and master it than spend 10 months or 10 years being constantly uncomfortable.
Так что слушай, чувствую, чувствовал, нашел. Если я, то ты бы. Простые процессы так работают, а точные сценарии нет. Работают идеи, а не шаблоны. Теперь я хочу вдохновить тебя сделать одну вещь, которую не делает большинство сетевиков. Это практиковаться. Попрактикуйся хотя бы с одним человеком. Один из вас озвучивает возражение, другой отвечает на него. Практикуйтесь. Затем вы меняетесь, опять практикуйтесь. Один дает возражение, другой отрабатывает. И так снова и снова. Ты можешь сделать это один на один с другом по бизнесу, в маленькой группе или даже в кругу людей, если вы находитесь на каком-нибудь мероприятии. Так что я понял, вот что я понял насчет возражений. Лучше потратить 10 часов на практику и овладеть этим мастерством, чем 10 месяцев или 10 лет чувствовать постоянный дискомфорт.
Which would you prefer? Being constantly uncomfortable, or just get it over with? Figure it out. The objections are not going to go away. The objections are actually a friend. They'll help you help other people understand what it is that you have. So practice. Be a professional. Learn how to do this. Master it. The objections are going to stay the same. They're not going to go away. And the framework that I'm giving you here is something that will work, I promise. But as you do it more and more and more and more, you'll get better.
Так что бы ты выбрал? Постоянный дискомфорт или просто взять и разобраться? Возражения никуда не денутся, они всегда будут. На самом деле они даже твои друзья. Они помогают другим людям понять, что ты им предлагаешь. Так что практикуйся, будь профессионалом, научись это делать, овладей этим навыком. Возражения всегда будут одними и теми же, они не исчезнут. А структура, которую я тебе даю, она работает, я обещаю. И чем больше ты ее применяешь, тем лучше у тебя будет получаться.
Okay? So, if this seems overwhelming to you, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Let me tell you what I found. Practice is better than long-term insecurity. Master it, and you'll enjoy your network marketing experience much, much more. And you're going to get better results. Okay? That's our message for today. I'll see you tomorrow.
Если тебе сейчас все это кажется сложным, я знаю, как ты себя чувствуешь. Я чувствовал то же самое. И позволь рассказать, что я нашел, что я понял. Практика лучше, чем долгая неуверенность в себе. Овладей этим, и ты будешь получать гораздо больше удовольствия от своей работы в сетевом маркетинге. Результаты тоже станут лучше. Понятно? Это все на сегодня. Увидимся завтра. Спасибо.
Zoe, thanks a lot for your great, outstanding translation. Thank you very much. I just would like to repeat after Eric in Russian language. Practice, 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 but I even have a better solution. Not just practice, make a perfect practice. Because if you practice wrong way, it will be disappointment. That's a minor adjustment to this advice from Eric Mvori. Figure it out or ask your sponsor what is the best way to handle objections. That's it. For now, we're not finished yet, of course. Let me switch the screen and we will continue. Thank you. Sorry for delay. In a minute, I apologize.
Doesn't. It continues to haunt them and they return to work.
Okay. Let me switch the screen. Zoe, please confirm what do you see on the screen?
The text.
Okay, I'm sorry for delay. It happens sometimes. Okay, let's move on.
Up, and that old fear wakes up with them. For millions of people, that old fear keeps them awake all night, causing a night of turmoil and worry. So they get up and go to work, hoping that a paycheck will kill that fear gnawing at their soul. Money is running their lives, and they refuse to tell the truth about that. Money is in control of their emotions and their souls. Rich Dad sat quietly, letting his words sink in. Mike and I heard what he said, but didn't understand fully what he was talking about. I just knew that I often wondered why grown-ups hurried off to work. It did not seem like much fun, and they never looked that happy, but something kept them going. Realizing we had absorbed as much as possible of what he was talking about, Rich Dad said, "I want you boys to avoid that trap. That is really what I want to teach you. Not just to be rich, because being rich does not solve the problem." "It doesn't?" I asked, surprised. "No, it doesn't. Let me explain the other emotion, desire. Some call it greed, but I prefer desire. It's perfectly normal to desire something better, prettier, more fun, or exciting. So people also work for money because of desire. They desire money for the joy they think it can buy. But the joy that money brings is often short-lived. And they soon need more money for more joy, more pleasure, more comfort, and more security. So they keep working, thinking money will soothe their souls that are troubled by fear and desire. But money can't do that. Even rich people do this? Mike asked. "Rich people included," said Rich Dad. "In fact, the reason many rich people are rich isn't because of desire, but because of fear. They believe that money can eliminate the fear of being poor, so they amass tons of it, only to find the fear gets worse. Now they fear losing the money. I have friends who keep working even though they have plenty. I know people who have millions who are more afraid now than when they were poor. They're terrified of losing it all. The fears that drove them to get rich got worse. That weak and needy part of their soul is actually screaming louder. They don't want to lose the big houses, the cars, and the high life money has bought them."
The number one food for regular BMs, huh? Okay, let's see.
Fastest way to clear out stuck poop is by adding.
They worry about what their friends would say if they lost all their money. Many are emotionally desperate and neurotic, although they look rich and have more money. So is a poor man happier? I asked. "No, I don't think so," replied Rich Dad. "The avoidance of money is just as psychotic as being attached to money." As if on cue, the town derelict went past our table, stopping by the large rubbish can and rummaging around in it. The three of us watched him with great interest, when before we probably would have just ignored him. Rich Dad pulled $1 out of his wallet and gestured to the older man. Seeing the money, the derelict came over immediately, took the bill, thanked Rich Dad profusely, and hurried off, ecstatic with his good fortune. "He's not much different from most of my employees," said Rich Dad. "I've met so many people who say, 'Oh, I'm not interested in money.' Yet they'll work at a job for 8 hours a day. That's a denial of truth. If they weren't interested in money, then why are they working?" That kind of thinking is probably more psychotic than a person who hoards money. As I sat there listening to my Rich Dad, my mind flashed back to the countless times my own dad said, "I'm not interested in money." He said those words often. He also covered himself by always saying, "I work because I love my job." So many people say, "Oh, I'm not interested in money." Yet they'll work at a job for 8 hours a day. So what do we do? I asked. Not work for money until all traces of fear and greed are gone. No, that would be a waste of time, said Rich Dad. Emotions are what make us human. The word emotion stands for energy in motion. Be truthful about your emotions and use your mind and emotions in your favor, not against yourself. Whoa, said Mike. Don't worry about what I just said. It will make more sense in years to come. Just be an observer, not a reactor, to your emotions. Most people do not know that it's their emotions that are doing the thinking. Your emotions are your emotions, but you have got to learn to do your own thinking. Can you give me an example? I asked. Sure, replied Rich Dad. When a person says, I need to find a job, it's most likely an emotion doing the thinking. Fear of not having money generates that thought. But people do need money if they have bills to pay, I said. Sure they do, smiled Rich Dad. All I'm saying is that it's fear that is all too often doing the thinking. I don't understand, said Mike. For example, said Rich Dad. If the fear of not having enough money arises, instead of immediately running out to get a job, they instead might ask themselves this question. Will a job be the best solution to this fear over the long run? In my opinion, the answer is no. A job is really a short-term solution to a long-term problem. But my dad is always saying, stay in school and get good grades, so you can find a safe, secure job, I interjected, somewhat confused. Yes, I understand he says that, said Rich Dad, smiling. Most people recommend that, and it's a good path for most people. But people make that recommendation primarily out of fear. You mean my dad says that because he's afraid? Yes, said Rich Dad. He's terrified that you won't earn enough money and won't fit into society. Don't get me wrong. He loves you and wants the best for you. I too believe an education and a job are important, but it won't handle the fear. You see, that same fear that makes him get up in the morning to earn a few bucks is the fear that is causing him to be so fanatical about your going to school. So what do you recommend? I asked. I want to teach you to master the power of money instead of being afraid of it. They don't teach that in school, and if you don't learn it, you become a slave to money. It was finally making sense. He wanted us to widen our views and to see what the Mrs. Martins of this world couldn't see. He used examples that sounded cruel at the time, but I've never forgotten them. My vision widened that day, and I began to see the trap that lay ahead for most people. You see, we're all employees ultimately. We just work at different levels, said Rich Dad. I just want you boys to have a chance to avoid the trap caused by those two emotions, fear and desire. Use them in your favor, not against you. That's what I want to teach you. I'm not interested in just teaching you to make a pile of money. That won't handle the fear or desire. If you don't first handle fear and desire, and you get rich, you'll only be a highly paid slave. So how do we avoid the trap? I asked. The main cause of poverty or financial struggle is fear and ignorance, not the economy or the government or the rich. It's self-inflicted fear and ignorance that keep people trapped. So you boys go to school and get your college degrees, and I'll teach you how to stay out of the trap. The pieces of the puzzle were appearing. My highly educated dad had a great education and a great career, but school never told him how to handle money or his fear of it. It became clear that I could learn different and important things from two fathers. So you've been talking about the fear of not having money. How does the desire for money affect our thinking? Mike asked. How did you feel when I tempted you with a pay raise? Did you notice your desires rising? We nodded our heads. By not giving in to your emotions, you were able to delay your reactions and think. That is important. We will always have emotions of fear and greed. From here on in, it's imperative for you to use those emotions to your advantage, and for the long term to not let your emotions control your thinking. Most people use fear and greed against themselves. That's the start of ignorance. Most people live their lives chasing paychecks, pay raises and job security because of the emotions of desire and fear, not really questioning where those emotion-driven thoughts are leading them. It's just like the picture of a donkey dragging a cart with its owner dangling a carrot just in front of its nose. The donkey's owner may be going where he wants to, but the donkey is chasing an illusion. Tomorrow there will only be another carrot for the donkey. You mean the moment I picture a new baseball glove, candy and toys, that's like a carrot to a donkey? Mike asked. Yes, and as you get older, your toys get more expensive, a new car, a boat, and a big house to impress your friends, said Rich Dad with a smile. Fear pushes you out the door, and desire calls to you. That's the trap. So what's the answer? Mike asked. What intensifies fear and desire is ignorance. That is why rich people with lots of money often have more fear the richer they get. Money is the carrot, the illusion. If the donkey could see the whole picture, it might rethink its choice to chase the carrot. Rich Dad went on to explain that a human's life is a struggle between ignorance and illumination. He explained that once a person stops searching for information and self-knowledge, ignorance sets in. That struggle is a moment-to-moment decision, to learn to open or close one's mind. Look, school is very important. You go to school to learn a skill or profession to become a contributing member of society. Every culture needs teachers, doctors, mechanics, artists, cooks, business people, police officers, firefighters, and soldiers. Schools train them so society can thrive and flourish, said Rich Dad. Unfortunately, for many people school is the end, not the beginning. There was a long silence. Rich Dad was smiling. I didn't comprehend everything he said that day. But as with most great teachers, his words continued to teach for years. I've been a little cruel today, said Rich Dad. But I want you to always remember this talk. I want you to always think of Mrs. Martin. And I want you always to remember that donkey. Never forget that fear and desire can lead you into life's biggest trap if you're not aware of them controlling your thinking.
Let's have a break at this moment. We're going to stop to read this book and we'll continue next Monday. But in the meantime, if anybody has any question or any comments regarding this book, please go ahead. All right. I did not see any volunteer. Okay, let me close this window and we will...
To spend your
Oops.
life living in fear, never exploring
Now we're going to watch another video in a second. Please be ready. Hold on. Zoya, are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, please confirm what do you see on the screen.
Google.
Excuse me?
Google, it's written.
Okay, Google. Just a Google or Eagle?
Eagle now.
Okay, let's do it. Let me introduce something. It's a new set of the products which Forever just released, and I would like to watch it, us to enjoy this video, and I will ask Zoya for translation from English to Russian. Let's do it.
Hello, Forever family. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to a smarter approach to skincare, the Logic by Forever skincare system. This simple, effective, three-step routine is designed to cleanse, balance, and hydrate your skin using a high percentage of naturally derived ingredients.
Приветствуем семью Forever. Сегодня я с радостью представляю вам более умный подход к уходу за кожей. Систему ухода за кожей Logic by Forever TM. Это простая и эффективная трехступенчатая процедура, предназначена для очищения, балансировки и увлажнения кожи с использованием высокого процента натуральных ингредиентов, таких как алоэ вера с собственных полей Forever.
Like aloe vera from Forever's own fields. Since adding it to my daily routine, I've loved how effortlessly it fits in, and it works beautifully with other Forever skincare products. Now, let's dive into all things Logic, starting with the system as a whole, and then each product individually.
С тех пор, как я добавила ее в свою ежедневную рутину, мне понравилось, как легко она вписывается и прекрасно сочетается с другими средствами по уходу за кожей. Теперь давайте углубимся во все аспекты Logic, начав с системы в целом, а затем с каждого продукта по отдельности.
The Logic by Forever skincare system includes 3 products: Logic by Forever Aloe Gel Cleanser, Logic by Forever Balancing Aloe Essence, and Logic by Forever Soothing Gel Moisturizer. As I mentioned before, we meticulously designed each product to have a high percentage of naturally derived ingredients, including pure interleaf aloe vera gel harvested from Forever's fields. In fact, this hero ingredient in Logic is first in each product's formula and provides a soothing feeling by conditioning and moisturizing the skin.
Система ухода за кожей Logic Forever включает 3 продукта. Первый – это очиститель алоэ Logic. Второе – балансирующую эссенцию алоэ Logic. И третий – успокаивающий, увлажняющий гель. Как я уже упоминала ранее, мы тщательно разработали каждый продукт, чтобы он содержал высокий процент натуральных ингредиентов, включая чистый гель алоэ вера из внутренних листьев, собранных на наших полях. Фактически этот главный ингредиент является первым в формуле каждого продукта и обеспечивает успокаивающие ощущения, кондиционируя и увлажняя кожу.
It's harvested by hand from our own fields and aseptically processed within 6 hours using Forever's proprietary method to preserve freshness and potency. These products have the high-quality aloe vera gel certified by the International Aloe Science Council that you know and love.
Он собирается вручную на наших собственных полях и асептически обрабатывается в течение 6 часов с использованием фирменного метода Forever для сохранения свежести и эффективности. Эти продукты содержат высококачественный гель алоэ вера, сертифицированный Международным научным советом по алоэ, который мы знаем и любим.
What's more, these plant-powered products utilize an advanced gel-based technology that helps keep botanicals together to deliver ingredients to the skin, With clean vegan formulas free from added fragrance, Logic by Forever is gentle yet effective, and it's designed for all skin types, including sensitive and combination skin. Plus, if you're just starting your skincare journey, this system makes it easy to build an effective routine. Another great benefit, all 3 products are under the 3-ounce carry-on limit, making them perfect for travelers who want to maintain their skincare routine on the go.
Более того, эти продукты сделаны на растительной основе и используют передовую технологию на основе геля, который помогает удерживать растительные компоненты вместе для доставки полезных веществ в кожу. Благодаря чистым веганским формулам, без добавления всяких отдушек, это Logic by Forever является мягким, но эффективным и предназначен для всех типов кожи, включая чувствительную и комбинированную. Кроме того, если вы только начинаете свой путь по уходу за кожей, эта система позволяет легко выстроить эффективную процедуру. Еще одно большое преимущество – все 3 продукта не превышают лимит в 3 унции, что подходит для ручной клади при переезде, что делает их идеальными для путешественников, которые хотят поддерживать свою процедуру ухода за кожей в пути.
Logic by Forever contains a high percentage of naturally derived ingredients. It's gentle on skin and formulated for all skin types. It features aloe vera and moisturizing botanicals. It has vegan, clean formulas with no added fragrance. Let's take a look at each step of this amazing new system.
Logic содержит высокий процент натуральных ингредиентов. Он нежен для кожи и разработан для всех типов кожи. В его состав входит алоэ вера и увлажняющие растительные компоненты. Это чистые веганские формулы без добавления всяких отдушек. Давайте рассмотрим каждый шаг этой удивительной новой системы.
The first step in your routine is Logic by Forever Aloe Gel Cleanser. With over 96% naturally derived ingredients, this cleanser is formulated to be gentle yet effective for all skin types. Its sulfate-free formula creates a luxurious, soothing lather that effectively cleanses the skin, giving your skin a fresh start every morning and night. In addition to aloe vera, the cleanser features hydrolyzed jojoba esters, which help skin retain moisture and promote gentle scrubbing to cleanse skin. It also has vitamin and mineral-rich desert date fruit extract, which helps promote hydration. This cleanser is a must-have in any skincare routine, leaving your skin feeling ready for the next step. Logic by Forever Aloe Gel Cleanser contains 96% naturally derived ingredients. It has a soothing lather that effectively cleanses. It's gentle on skin and sulfate-free. It's formulated for all skin types and daily use, and it contains moisturizing botanicals which help promote hydration.
Так, первым шагом в нашей процедуре является очищающий гель с алоэ с более чем 96 натуральных ингредиентов, которые там содержатся. Это очищающее средство разработано, чтобы быть мягким, но эффективным для всех типов кожи. Его формула без сульфатов создает роскошную успокаивающую пену, которая эффективно очищает кожу, давая вашей коже свежий старт каждое утро и вечер. В дополнение к алоэ вера очищающее средство содержит гидролизованные эфиры жожобы, которые помогают коже удерживать влагу и способствуют нежному очищению кожи. Он также содержит богатый витаминами минеральный экстракт плодов пустынного финика, который способствует увлажнению. Это очищающее средство является обязательным в любой процедуре по уходу за кожей, оставляя вашу кожу готовой к следующему шагу. Очищающий гель с алоэ Logic by Forever TM содержит 96% натуральных ингредиентов, имеет успокаивающую пену, которая эффективно очищает, нежен для кожи, не содержит сульфатов. Средство разработано для всех типов кожи ежедневного использования, содержит увлажняющие растительные компоненты, способствующие увлажнению.
Logic by Forever Balancing Aloe Essence is the second step in your routine. This essence has a silky texture that leaves skin feeling nourished, helping hydrate and balance skin with over 98% naturally derived ingredients. Beyond aloe vera, it contains cucumber fruit extract, which soothes the skin and provides hydration. It also has green tea extract, which delivers polyphenols that may support skin's defense against free radicals and visible signs of aging. I love how refreshing this essence feels. It's like giving your skin a drink of water, only better. Logic by Forever Balancing Aloe Essence contains 98% naturally derived ingredients. It helps balance and hydrate skin. It helps support skin's moisture balance. It's gentle on skin and formulated for all skin types, and it promotes smoother looking skin texture. And finally, the
Следующее, далее, это балансирующая эссенция Aloe Logic by Forever TM. Это второй шаг в нашей программе. Эта эссенция имеет шелковистую текстуру, которая оставляет кожу напитанной, помогая увлажнять и балансировать кожу с более чем 98% натуральных ингредиентов. Помимо алоэ вера, она содержит экстракт плодов огурца, который успокаивает кожу и обеспечивает увлажнение. Она также содержит экстракт зеленого чая, который обеспечивает полифенолы, которые могут поддержать защиту кожи от свободных радикалов и видимых признаков старения. Мне нравится, как освежает эта эссенция. Это как дать своей коже глоток воды, только лучше. Балансирующая эссенция содержит 98% натуральных ингредиентов. Она помогает сбалансировать и увлажнять кожу, помогает поддерживать баланс влажности. Она нежна для кожи и разработана для всех типов кожи и способствует более гладкой текстуре кожи.
last step is Logic by Forever Soothing Gel Moisturizer, a lightweight moisturizer with over 94% naturally derived ingredients. It provides long-lasting moisture without greasiness, leaving your skin feeling soft and hydrated. Aloe vera works alongside niacinamide, also known as vitamin B3, to help skin retain moisture and improve texture. Plus, baobab seed extract, which is a plant-based alternative to animal collagen, nourishes the skin and provides antioxidant benefits. We also added antioxidant-rich pomegranate fruit extract, which helps support hydration. This moisturizer is truly a soothing addition to your daily routine, and it helps your skin look and feel its best throughout the day. Logic by Forever Soothing Gel Moisturizer contains 94% naturally derived ingredients. It provides lightweight, long-lasting moisture without greasiness. It's gentle on skin and formulated for all skin types. Aloe vera and other moisturizing botanicals help nourish skin. With just 3 simple steps, the Logic by Forever skincare system makes it easy to take care of your skin each day. Whether you're new to skincare or looking for a streamlined system that's effective, you can count on Logic to help you take care of your skin with clean formulas and naturally derived ingredients. And with its travel-friendly sizes, you can take your routine anywhere. I can't wait to hear what you think about Logic by Forever, and I hope you love trying and sharing this system as much as I do.
Следующий продукт – это увлажняющий крем. В нем алоэ вера работает вместе с неоцинамидом, также известным как витамин D3, помогая коже удерживать влагу и улучшать текстуру. Экстракт семян баобаба, который является растительной альтернативой животному коллагену питает кожу, обеспечивая антиоксидантные преимущества. Мы также добавили богатый антиоксидантами экстракт плодов граната, который помогает поддерживать увлажнение. Этот увлажняющий крем является по-настоящему успокаивающим дополнением к вашей повседневной жизни и помогает вашей коже выглядеть и чувствовать себя наилучшим образом в течение дня. Успокаивающий и увлажняющий гель содержит 94% натуральных ингредиентов. Он обеспечивает легкое, длительное увлажнение без жирности. Он нежен для кожи и разработан для всех типов кожи. Алоэ вера и другие увлажняющие растительные вещества помогают питать кожу любого типа. Итак, всего 3 простых шага, и система ухода за кожей упрощает ежедневный уход для вас. Независимо от того, новичок вы в этом уходе за кожей или ищете эффективную оптимизированную систему, вы можете рассчитывать на Logic, которая поможет вам ухаживать за кожей с помощью простых формул, чистых формул и натуральных ингредиентов. Благодаря удобным для путешествий размерам вы можете брать свою систему для ухода за кожей куда угодно. Мне не терпится услышать, что вы думаете об этом, и я надеюсь, что вам понравится пробовать и делиться этой системой так же, как и мне.
Zoe, thanks a lot for your outstanding, excellent translation. Let me close this window, screen. Let me stop recording and we continue our conversation.